regarding the shooting that occurred yesterday. Currently, our investigation unit has obtained 2 search warrants for the vehicles involved in the incident. They have enacted 1 search warrant at this time for Apperson's vehicle. A search of that vehicle did recover 2 handguns, one .40 caliber Glock 22 and one .357 revolver with 1 expended shell casing. Our investigation unit has not yet effected the 2nd search warrant for George Zimmerman's vehicle. Both parties have retained legal counsel, and we are waiting for a time that will be scheduled for our detectives to further the investigation with conversations with those parties. We are encouraging and asking anyone that was in the vicinity that may have seen or heard anything regarding this incident to please come forward to the Lake Mary Police Department. The incident occurred at a busy time of day on a very busy street. We're thinking that there is someone that saw something that they could come forward and provide that information to the Lake Mary Police Department. I'm available for a few questions at this time.
Is it fair to say that until you're able to gather the proper sworn statements, the possible evidence from George Zimmerman's car, there's no way to move forward with any sort of recommendation of a criminal charge to the state attorney's office?
Absolutely. Our detectives are working diligently to have a very thorough investigation that's impartial, and so they are doing it methodically, and that will take some time. And at this point in the investigation, they are not ready to say whether or not there are any or if there will be any charges filed. Okay? It's still an active investigation. The warrant has been issued. It just has not been enacted. Again, the detectives are just working in the amount of time, the best time that they can. That will happen as soon as they're ready to do that.
The 911 call that was released, we only got a 48-second snippet. Can you tell us how long that was and what was said by Apperson during that call?
I do not know the exact duration of the full 911 audio. The call was redacted, as the second half of that call will have some information that's pertinent to the investigation, so we're not going to be releasing that.
Has anyone said exactly what happened that led up to this shooting to begin with?
We're still in the throes of the investigation, and the detectives are working diligently to uncover what exactly occurred and the events leading up to that.
And you're still waiting to get statements from both of them, correct?
Correct.
So nothing from either one of them yet?
Correct.
And any of the
Can't
911
anticipate
calls,
anybody
did
being
Apperson
charged.
or any other caller mention Zimmerman threatening him or showing a gun?
The only information that we're prepared to release regarding the 911 call is what we've already given you.
Mr. Apperson was here yesterday. No statement from him yesterday?
We're not releasing any information that has transpired regarding statements from either party.
Is it fair to say you are expecting cooperation from both of them? They will come in and give you a sworn statement?
I believe that's a fair statement.
It's been several months since the first run-in that these two had with each other. Any indication that there has been any contact between the two since the first incident and now?
That's what our detectives are trying to uncover, and they are continually investigating any possible links.
Is there any extra thought or delicacies given when investigating George Zimmerman, given that he's got such a national reputation at this point?
Our detectives are working diligently to have an impartial and fair, thorough investigation, okay, regardless of the parties involved.
So why is
Any
it
weapon of possession? Did your senior men have any information about that?
A weapon was recovered from George Zimmerman in the course of the investigation.
But that's one he owns legally, correct?
Correct.
You did get one from Zimmerman. Was it in his, did he have it on him?
We're not releasing that information.
But he did have a weapon.
We recovered a Glock handgun from George Zimmerman.
Did Apperson have licenses for both of his weapons?
Yes.
And can you give us a concrete reason why Zimmerman's car has not been searched yet?
The detectives are doing the best to investigate all of these leads in a timely and thorough manner. It will happen as soon as they are prepared to move into that stage of the investigation.
At the time of the
Is there
first
any
incident,
video, like street cameras or store cameras in the vicinity that you've been able to track down to see if Mr. Zimmerman did show off a weapon as Mr. Apperson is
claims?
There has been no video that's been turned into our agency. There were some questions regarding the video feeds at the intersections on that road. Those are live feeds for traffic purposes only. We do not have any recordings of that.
If George Zimmerman prohibited to leave the Florida, the state of the county, he needs to stay here. You have something about that?
There are no stipulations regarding.
There were two weapons taken from Apperson's vehicle, though,
Correct.
and one from Zimmerman.
Correct.
Are you confident the Magnum was the one that fired the shot taken from Apperson's vehicle?
The .357 revolver had one expended shell casing. That's all we're releasing regarding the.
Expended shell casings from its Glock? Is that a full mag?
We're not releasing any information regarding that. The only thing that we are releasing regarding the guns recovered was that the .357 had one expended shell casing.
At the
Did you
time
say
of the
where
first
the bullet
incident, I
lodged
remembered
inside the-
asking if anybody had clarified or checked with any doctors in that area to see if, in fact, George Zimmerman did have a doctor in that shopping center where Apperson apparently works. And I was told no, nobody clarified that. Are you guys going to be going back and making sure that he had reason to be in that area near Apperson's place of business?
As I said, they'll be investigating every single possible connection, any kind of information that they receive regarding why and how the incident took place yesterday. We do not have any information on that
The report
currently.
lists the report lists that the description of the event was assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. Would that likely be a charge that you guys are considering?
The way our system is created, in order to originate an offense report, we have to list an offense. That was the initial offense that was listed based on the very preliminary information we received when officers responded. Okay. They will conduct an investigation, and throughout the course of that investigation, they will determine whether there's evidence that that crime occurred, and if they'll proceed accordingly. At this time, we don't have any indication either way if that will be one of the charges, if at all.
Can you indicate to us what make and model Mr. Apperson's vehicle was?
Did he shoot Zimmerman?
We're not releasing any information regarding that.
If
Tell us
Apperson is
what
already
make and model Mr. Apperson's vehicle was?
I don't have the exact information in front of me. I know it was an Infinity. That's the only information I have.
Can you tell us where the bullet
It's a car.
lodged inside Mr. Zimmerman's car? His attorney keeps saying that it went through the window and lodged just above his head, barely missing his head. Is that true? Did the bullet lodge anywhere near where the driver's head would be inside the vehicle?
I don't have any information regarding that.
If Apperson has already said that
Eric, I'm
If
sorry.
Apperson has already said on this 911 call that he fired a shot at George Zimmerman, why isn't he being charged with endangering the public by firing that gun on a very busy roadway at lunch hour?
Our investigators are following all leads and aspects related to this. It's not something that they want to rush to judgment in the investigation. They're following all leads associated with the incident, and from there, once they feel that they have concluded their investigation, they'll move forward in determining what, if any, charges.
When do you expect the
interviewing both of the men again today?
I don't have any information regarding set times for interviews.
Is Apperson cooperating, like his attorney says?
I don't have any information that either of the subjects involved have not been cooperating.
So how long this investigation can take until charges may be presented?
The investigation will take as long as the detectives need to follow up on all leads and conduct a thorough and fair investigation. They're working tirelessly, diligently into the wee hours of the morning this morning. They were here first thing in the morning today to start their day. They are ensuring that it is a thorough and a fair investigation.
Did Apperson have a concealed carry license?
He did.
Can you clarify the timing that you expect for the search warrant to be released for George Zimmerman's vehicle?
I don't have any information about a timeline on that.
Do you have any reason to believe that Zimmerman fired?
I don't have any information regarding that.
Any indication
All right.
on the state of the window in Mr. Zimmerman's car? Was it all the way up or was it partially down when the shot was fired?
They have not given me any information regarding those details of the investigation. Okay, so with that being said, at this time I don't have any information regarding an update. They will be working to do their best to make some progress on the case. It will probably be a slow process as they're ensuring that they conduct a thorough and a fair investigation. Okay?
If there is an arrest, would they be
Anything else
processed at
No.
this facility or would they be processed somewhere else? If there is an arrest and charges, would they be brought here
No.
or would they just be taken directly to the county jail?
When we make arrests, we take everyone to the
Directly
county
to the
jail.
jail. Okay.
Okay? Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much.